I have a question for you guys. Andrea, share something that you've learned from each of your your siblings. Something that you've learned.
I learned natural law from Nate. You do you. I'ma do me. Don't start none, won't be none. That's how I detach from other people's outcomes. And I just kind of do me. I also learned that I'm a queen from my brother. And I learned to always have cash on me, even though there's moments where I don't. But he taught me how to change a tire and how to change my oil, even though I would never do it. But I will change my tire. I would never change my oil. But he also taught me to keep cash on me, and he taught me that any guy that's with me is to be with me. It probably went to my head. It probably created an ego. Brian said yes. But I always remembered that. So even in moments where I felt like none of the guys liked me, I remember what he said.
That way?
That in like high school, I remember asking like some of my high school friends, like, why none of the dudes wouldn't talk to me? But I found out Nate threatened them our 9th grade year. But what he didn't realize is it took me until our 12th grade year for me to ask some of my friends, and they disclosed to me what he had said to them. And so for all those years, I went thinking that nobody liked me, but then I had to remember those words that my brother told me. You're a queen. I just want y'all to let that marinate for a minute. You're a queen. So I had to justify them not talking to me as me being a queen, but in all honesty, he was the reason why I did. So anyway, yeah.
You was too good for him. You was too good for him.
Was I though?
Queens don't deal with the riffraff.
But someone want riffraff, Nate. They were actually really good guys. However, I was with one person. So if this is going on social media, let's be clear. I was with one person through 12th grade. I just wonder why nobody ever tried me. And that was because of him. All right, so we're moving on. Tracy, what have I learned? I've learned a lot from you. Whew. I've learned how to, I think I'm more, so I learned how to dress from you because I used to always try to take your clothes. So I learned how to dress from you. Those are my early years. I learned how to dress from you. But most of what I got from you is like in the past probably decade or so or more. Yeah, past probably decade. I think the most recent thing I learned from you is your hard work and perfectionism ethics. Like it's always been in me, but you're so can I say this? Hell bent. Is EJ? I don't want that edited out. Leave that in there. You're so hell bent on making sure everything is pristine, picture perfect. Sometimes to a fault, but I do understand why. I get why, because I've learned about, even though I don't practice it all the time, I've learned about time and how you don't get time back. And time is currency. You taught me that. You taught me don't waste people's time. I know your faces, both of you, because I'm the last one to show up all the time. But it's not that I'm not thinking about what you said. It's just I haven't mastered it yet. I just haven't mastered, but I hear you as I'm running late. Somewhere back
45 years later. How old are you? What house is it? 22 years? 2 years
43,
later.
I'll be 44 this year. Somewhere back here is Tracy. When you're early on your time, you're on time, and when you on time, you're late. But I'll be there in 15 minutes after. Yeah. More so just like your hard work, you're a visionary. So I don't like taking the lead, but I've noticed that I do have drive like you have. And I'm trying to learn how to use it. And you taught me the presence of God. You taught me the things of God. I mean, Dad and Mom kind of put the foundation there, but I listen to you pray in the room. I listen to your worship. So I don't try to mimic your worship, but it gives me an understanding of the time that I spend with Christ. How to pray over my kids. Trying to get my kids to pray. I don't do it all the time, but trying to get them to pray because I watch you make the boys pray. Yeah. That's it. Nate, what you learned from me?
Nate,
let me mute. What you learned from me, Nate? Boy, you look like Daddy.
This is a new model. He the
Not new
classic.
model.
He the classic. It's a new model. So I've learned from Drea how to improvise, how to adjust in the midst of it going down. I remember I think we were planning something like a trip or something like that, or maybe we weren't all together, but you was basically like, I was telling you that I had an itinerary. I was like, so we're going to land, and after we land, we're going to go to the hotel. We're going to check in the hotel, and then you was like, just go with the flow.
Please
I,
stop. Please
just
stop.
go with the flow. Now I couldn't go to that extreme, but what I was able
Because
to
it's
do was
extreme. That's an extreme. Go
just,
with the flow.
like we going to a place that we don't know. I don't know no people there, and we just kind of just winging it like that. That's a little bit much for me, but I did learn, and even that extreme is useful in certain situations, particularly with what I do. Um, Being flexible in the moment has become very useful, and I learned that from you. Thinking on my feet. Um, in addition, um, but what I was able to do, I said, okay, you know what? I've been writing my itinerary in ink. I want to write it in a pencil so that I can make adjustments. Not only that, but I'm only going to schedule myself for one event before lunch and one event after lunch, and whatever we explore in between those events. So I kind of made a
We'll take
compromise.
it. We'll take it.
Yeah, but that just wing it, kind of go with the flow thing has become useful, for sure. And then Tracy, I've learned leadership from you. I've learned leadership. I've learned probably the skill set that a lot of people I work with are very grateful that I have in regards to leadership is come from you. And from Amy, I've learned tenacity and fierceness in a healthy way, from observation to do it in a healthy way. And I've learned, I always say that Dria's the queen of spades. You know what I'm saying? She's the queen that you want when it goes down, when it's going down. Tracy's the queen of diamonds. You know what I'm saying? She's the queen that believes in abundance and over the cup overflowing. And Amy's the queen of hearts. She loves really hard, um, very hard. So those are my queens. That's what I've learned from all three of y'all.
Oh. Well, I didn't get to say what I
Oh, that's
learned
so
about from
beautiful.
Amy. Can I say what I learned from Amy? Amy
Mm-hmm.
actually taught me how to hear the Holy Spirit.
Hmm.
She was the primary person that taught me that no, that is not your conscience. That is the Holy Spirit talking to you. I specifically remember. I mean, she taught me a lot of things, but that's like the highest thing that I cling to is when she taught me. She was like, "You're not that brilliant." That's what she would say. She said, "That's the Holy Spirit." I was living in Georgia at the time. That's it.
That's what's up. Okay. So for Nate taught me how to not be emotional at times, how to think logically, how to be logical, more logical. Because he's not emotional. Like he has a way of really centering you, not to be emotion, but to really stick to whatever. Like when you're having a conversation, it's like emotions come out and you go straight to logistics. Like you might start off emotional, but he knows how to how to channel us that way. I guess you could say. Um, he also taught me um how not to expect more from people. Like what you see is what it is. Not to
Yeah.
have expectations of others. And he also taught me the importance of building residual income. Like he is our finance. That's who we go to
Chief
in our
Finance
family.
Officer.
Our chief finance officer. Andrea taught me how to advocate for myself. She taught me how to speak up, because I can be very timid. Now, I'm not timid when it comes to the people I love, my children, my siblings. I will rise up. But when it comes to myself, I could be a very timid. I don't always like to speak up, but she has taught me how to advocate more for myself and has even had to advocate for me at times. But she has really given me the gift to advocate to myself. She has also taught me survival. My sister is she could be living, no, we're not speaking to decreeing this, she could be living in a storage room but with people and she will make it work. She will do what she need to do to survive, and she has definitely taught me how to be uncomfortable and how sometimes you have to be uncomfortable in order to get to the next place. And she has also taught me how to be adventurous. We have our little adventures at times. We have one coming up at the end of this month. I'm very excited about. So she has taught me the importance of getting out and exploring and travel. So she really introduced me more to travel. I would like to travel even more. Yeah, out of the four of us, I think she was the first to leave the state between the four of us. She just got on a plane and left us. So the first to do it, yeah. We went to go visit Will. You were the first to go
But
up
Dave
north.
had already left before that.
No.
No, he had.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you
he
were
had
the
left.
first to get on the airplane.
You were the first. Yeah. Yeah.
We done
So he
made
was
some
like,
trips
let me.
on a bus to New Orleans with the
Yeah.
band, but
Together. That was together.
Yeah.
together in a group. We was
In a
like,
group.
Yeah.
So you
this
talking
is
individually.
Louisiana. This is Louisiana. Jones High School showing up.
Right. Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's one.
Amy has taught me how to be tenacious, tenacious.
Tenacious.
She is like she like a go-getter, and so she inspires me in that way. And as Nate said early, she loves really really hard, and I admire that about her. And so especially her family, she loves very very hard. Okay, let's move on. Do any of you feel like we experienced favoritism when we were younger? Did any of you feel like there was
Yes,
favoritism?
You want to go first, Nate?
yes,
Go
I
ahead.
did.
That's the answer. That's it.
I think all of us had some favoritism except for Amy. I think Amy was the only one because some favoritism it wasn't all. Now I will admit I definitely got the most of the favoritism. I feel I don't know. You right, Drill. You right. You might have
That
got
was
more
me.
than me. You
No, no,
might have
no,
got more
no.
than me.
No, you, sir. The baby boy.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it worse than you got it more than me.
But I think we all had some form of favoritism. But I do feel like I got it. I got the most. I don't know how y'all feel.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay. What is your favorite memory of us? This is childhood. I'm still in childhood.
Oh, we
There's
still in
another
childhood.
section.
God,
This is the
no.
last question. Childhood memories. This is the last.
Okay.
This is the last
My
question.
favorite memory of childhood memory was off of LeMan Drive in the
Okay,
swamp.
you going where I'm going.
I know what
You down my street. Go ahead.
you.
In the strike, we in the swamp living next to Clifford
Clifford,
Youngblood,
Cliff
next to
Youngblood and
Youngblood,
Cicely.
Sicily. Uh-huh. And it just so happened that we put together, we had this wobbly white table in the back on the
Yeah,
patio.
that's my memory right there. I'm going
And we it's the same one? Is it the
Mine
same
too.
one? It was
Mine
the same
too.
one. We
Go
stayed at
ahead.
home. We stayed at home. I feel like I need to pick a different one. Because there's so many of them. But
No. Okay, this is class.
So and then we had these like stool chairs, that kind of tall chairs. I mean, we put that on top of the wobbly table, and eventually we stacked so many objects on top of each other. We were middle school, maybe early middle school, and we were all home by ourselves. We climbed up that thing, and we used to climb on top of the roof. And I told my wife this story.
Y'all climbed.
You didn't get up there,
Y'all. I didn't get up.
We had a ball.
She was in charge, but she wasn't.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We was gone. We was out the door and up that little whoppity. She wasn't coming up there. Tracy was not coming up that whoppity table. That thing was wrong.
Nate, this was your idea.
Was it my idea?
I was just following.
It wasn't.
I don't feel like it was my idea. I told my wife this story. She was like, "Y'all." She said, "If I was the young bloods, I don't know what I would have thought about these children climb." So we climbed up on top of the roof, and we did this consistently for maybe a couple of days. I mean, off and on. Was it like? I mean, it wasn't the first time. We was playing on top of the roof, running. Like, I mean, you would have thought something was up in the rafters, just. And we was playing on top of the roof, and we seen some dust kicking up because the road leading to the house was a dirt road back in the day. And that dirt road, you could tell if a car was coming because the dust from the car would start coming up, and you'd be like, "Huh, there's a car coming down the road." And it wasn't too much traffic coming down this little dirt road, mind you. You're like, huh. And we all kind of just stopped playing, and we was looking off in the distance at the clouds, little sand and dust.
From the roof.
From the roof. We on the roof, peeping it out. We looking at usual a car come down the street. And then we
Amy, Andrew, and Amy were on the. I was outside. I was outside on the side of the house.
Yeah. And then I was like, that looked like Daddy's car. That looked like it could be our father's Cadillac. I'm not sure. It's still kind of far away, but it sure could be. Sure enough, the closer it got, the more we realized it. So we literally scattered all different directions. I think we completely abandoned the makeshift. We jumped off the roof. We abandoned the ladder, the little structure that we built to get up to the roof. It was still hanging in the wind. We jumped from the roof.
Off the roof.
We jumped off.
Y'all jumped off the roof.
No, but it was a quick.
And I was like,
it was a quick. Daddy coming.
It was so.
Daddy coming.
Daddy coming.
And everybody scattered. I mean, it was like the police showing up on the block. Everybody gone. We was gone. Jumping off the roofs, we was gone. Oh, and then we ran into the house, sitting on the couch like, wasn't nothing wrong. And Daddy knew. He came in there. He was like, "Oh, y'all, get in the room. Y'all about to get it." Everybody got a whooping that day. There wasn't no getting out of it either. I don't know how you saw it.
I got a whooping for letting you all get out.
Exactly. I thought he couldn't see us because we were all kind of like low to the roof. We were laying down low, but it must have been when we jumped off that he had an idea that was his
can y'all imagine him as a parent driving down the road and he's like, I know.
I know. He was really. Hey, what do you guys think? What is unique? What is unique about our sibling bond?
That turkey flew back over the fence after dealing with us for so long.
They come back.
He flew back. He was like, "No, I can't do this. I'm going back over." What you said? What's unique?
What's unique about our sibling bond?
What do you feel? I'm Nate answer this question, and Andrew, you're gonna answer the next question.
What's unique about our sibling bond?
Mm-hmm.
I think what's unique about our sibling bond is shared experience, shared challenge. It was everything. I don't think we were the only people that go through challenge and trauma and things like that. I think a lot of people go through that, but the nuance of it was El Bethel. It was, Rock Lake. It was the community that we had around us that provided the nuance. That wasn't just our parents. It was the entire community that we had around us that provided the nuance and kind of the uniqueness that makes our bond what it is.
Andrew, do you feel there is more? Do you feel that our relationship as siblings has evolved into friendships?
Yeah, because I feel
And if
like
so, elaborate on it.
I feel like if you all weren't my siblings, I probably wouldn't be your friend. Nate, no, I wouldn't talk to you.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't be our friend. You wouldn't be our friend.
Probably not.
yeah.
I wouldn't have given it a chance.
Really?
Interesting, right? Like that just came to me because, and this could be something I need to
Because
work
I would
on.
be your friend.
But you're
I
also
would be your
leaving.
friend
You're
if
also leaving. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
you heard
So you gonna turn down to the friends, Tracy?
you.
Or at least getting to know people. I'm not saying you're not selective, but I think you're much more willing to get to know people and allow people to kind of like initially
Who?
you. I
Who?
think you're willing to
Oh, yeah.
let the initial
You
introduction
have
of a
to
new
show
person.
the person. Yeah, I'm the kind of person I don't, I will give you a chance, but then when
Right,
if I don't like you, I'm going to
right.
back away.
Yeah, you're
But you'll
discerning.
get,
But what
If
we're
you're
saying,
me, you're
what
very,
we're saying is that we might not even give that person an opportunity.
right.
so I'm
You too,
yeah.
Huh?
You too. You wouldn't be my friend
right? Oh,
if you
wow.
wasn't my sibling.
Y'all talking to me?
It's an
Yes.
interesting question.
For me, our sibling relationship comes first, and our friendship is secondary.
If we are friends,
I'm with him. I'm with him because
you,
our parents taught us to stick together.
But if we weren't
okay.
siblings,
So we're basically friends. We're basically friends because we're siblings.
but
Yeah,
I
we developed a
probably would be
friendship.
friends with you, Tracy, because you're social like that.
Yeah. See, I
I
wouldn't be
probably
friends with Nate because he too structured. I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like,
yeah.
look, you go
But
here.
if I had gotten past that initial introduction piece with Drea, I would like to be friends with her
But we have to
because
get.
she's all of us are real.
But
At
I
the
would
end of the
leave
day,
him.
I like being around real. I ain't gonna cuss on this
Don't
thing.
don't curse.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember the village, Auntie Mackie,
Yeah,
Newton.
she did.
Yeah,
Auntie Mackie, she said if she ever caught me selling drugs on the corner, she was just gonna ride by and throw bottles at me, glass bottles. It was shocking to me because of how detailed it was. Like she had these bottles stashed away just in case I ever decided to be on the corner with the with the nightlife.
don't you ever sell drugs then?
Okay.
No, but going back to the question, so
All right.
that's why I value our
That's a
friendship because we developed it. We developed a friendship. There was an obligation to be a sibling because of how we were raised. But the friendships came, it gave it an opportunity for us to become friends and to go past what we would typically do in a developing friendship. Like I'm in a whole new phase of my life as far as how I make friends and who I'm friends with. Right? There's certain
yeah.
qualities that I value that has to be there in order for me to want to be someone's friend. I don't put those stipulations on my
Right.
siblings because I was raised that these are your siblings. I'm not saying it's right, but it works for me. Because if my parents didn't do that, we would be like all these other broken families out there that don't want to be friends with their siblings because they don't want to be siblings. I want to be your sibling to honor my parents first. I want to be your sibling to be a good example to my children, but I also want to be your friend as well because we are siblings and because I'm honoring my parents. All of it is intertwined now.